Hey guys, AZdigger here. Got myself one of these new phones, this Kodak and the Zi8, and I want to show you a couple things I've learned. I was getting a little frustrated with the flip and not to be able to show you the close-ups of these coins, so I wanted to show you a couple little tricks that I learned just in playing around with a little bit. So obviously we have this macro function, and right now you know, when you hit the macro function, you can get a little bit better. So you know, right about here is about the best I could do for you, but I can't really see that date. But something I learned was that if you take it back out and then you zoom it all the way in and then go to the macro function, then look at the difference here. The problem that I was having, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty good zoom, and you can see that pretty well. The problem I was having was that you either couldn't see the date, but you can't zoom in or out when you're in the macro mode. This is the Zi8. I'm not familiar with the Kodak with the Zi6 that I know a lot of you guys use. So I've just got a few of my favorite coins I'm going to show you here and show you kind of again the difference here. So that's the 1923D. This is the oldest coin that I have. And then I've got myself, I've only found 4 wheat pennies to date. The other little trick that I learned is, as I'm fumbling around the coin, if you just flip it over like this, and that, you know, that's just kind of a little thing, the little tip that I'm trying to practice as I show my videos. Just kind of do that. Here's my 19 and 44. I mean, to me, that's worth the money right there to be able to do that, and I have to take still photos of it. You know, I'm in fairly low light here. The other little trick was not to film in the HD mode because it takes so much more time. The 55D. And this was a fun coin I found with my dad. It's actually a Hong Kong Canadian. You can see there, Queen Elizabeth. There is a date on it, 1965. There it is. You can see that. It's a good piece of it. But in the regular macro mode, you know, again, if I take it back out far, this is the war nickel that I found that I wasn't able to, I was having a hard time. So if I zoom in, you know, I just don't get a good, and if you go straight to the macro while it's zoomed out, I mean, you get a fair good in there, but you can't really see that very good. But if you zoom in first, because you can't zoom, so you have to go, again, you have to go out and then zoom in while it's blurry and then hit the macro function. Then, you know, we get this real, you know, this is that war nickel. 1943, again, flipping it just vertically over. That big old S up there, that's probably one of my favorite finds just here recently. The problem is I didn't really realize what I had found when I found that. So then I got myself you know, kind of a cool token. It's interesting to me as I'm familiar with a lot of people that live in Sunnyvale, which is a ways from me, and that was found near that. Found a Canadian 81 nickel, no big deal, but you get, you know, pretty good there. That wasn't tumbled. I didn't tumble. This is that 50% peso that I freaked out over. 1956 peso, and I took some pictures of that. The other thing that I've tried is I got this little magnifying glass. You can't really see that. Let me give you a good shot of this. Zoom out here. It's a different magnifying glass. I was, you know, playing with the idea of you know, zooming in here and even getting in further. I know you can really get into some of the grid of it, and see if I can find the date for you real good here. Assuming that's the right side. Yeah, here you go, 1956. Now that's getting in there pretty good, you know, to show you some fine details. Wow, isn't that great? So anyways, the Kodak Zi8, I've been really happy with it. I haven't uploaded the software yet, so if you're seeing this on YouTube, You can obviously it almost looks like a piece of art that close. But if you're seeing on there that I'll be happy with the software, I've seen some complaints about the software online, but you never know. And of course, for our use, it gets a little crazy. But isn't it that incredible as far as how close you can get in there? And again, there's the regular mode. So hope that helps. I know it's helped me, and it's made my videoing adventures, I think it's going to make it a lot more fun and enjoyable. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.